Hello, everybody. Long time no see. Sorry for being late. I hadn't uploaded a new video since like a month because I had a lot of things to do. But today I felt like I wanted to make a video because I thought it was very important. So this video is going to be a little bit serious this time because I'm going to talk about an ending of a manga. This manga ended in Sunday of this week. Uh, I thought I had to make a video about it and give you a little bit of my opinion and also talk about the latest news. The latest news regarding this manga. So it's going to be about the Promised Neverland. Now everyone is talking about the ending. So I thought I would give my opinion, my honest opinion regarding this amazing manga, this manga that is considered to be the successor of Death Note. You know, for those who don't know about The Promised Neverland, it's about story of children living in an orphanage, and it turns out that someday that they discovered the horrible truth about this orphanage. So, spoiler alert! It turns out that this orphanage is a farm. So the world they're living in is full of enemies. So they have to survive in this world and try to find a way to survive. A very interesting manga that requires deep thinking. It's not really as deep compared to Death Note, but it's still full of mysteries and deep thinking. We have three main characters. The first one is your typical shonen character. Her name is Emma, and the second one, who is considered to be the smartest kid in the Gracefield. It's called the Gracefield House. His name is Norman, and then we have Ray. He's the second, intelligent being in the Gracefield house. Then we have the baddest villain, Isabella, Mama Isabella. She's the shepherd of the Gracefield farm. Anyway, for those of you who love these types of stories about horror and about survival and stuff like that, I definitely recommend you this manga. It's super great. It was done by Kaio Chirai, and the art is done by Posca Demizo. She's not very popular, but thanks to this manga, she's becoming popular. The manga has been serialized since August 2016 till June 2020 in Jump, Weekly Shonen Jump. It is considered to be the pillar of Weekly Shonen Jump. And now that it's ended, it's going to leave a huge hole in within the Weekly Shonen Jump magazine. So I don't know how they're gonna cope with the absence of the Promised Neverland, but I don't know. The manga consists of about 181 chapters, which is a total of 19 volumes. So it's quite quite a short story. So, and I've been following this manga since like winter 2019. So it's been a year and a half since I was reading this manga. It's quite good. I like the first arc is amazing, but then again it starts from what I noticed, it starts to decline in quality, and I'm gonna explain to you why it's declining in quality. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the latest chapters of The Promised Neverland. So since late 2018, they've been talking about the possible end of Promised Neverland. I mean, it's been announced that it's going to end since like late 2018, but as you can see, it didn't end until like June 2020. Since I was aware of this manga ending, since I began reading it, the ending was unfortunately it wasn't good. It was surprisingly it was rushed, and I don't understand. I mean, I can understand somehow that the author wanted to take a break, but come on, you should have worked a little bit with the ending of this manga because there's a problem lately. When people were complaining with the direction of this the last chapter, and I can't really blame them. I've been waiting like since a year and a half ago for a good ending, but we were let down. The ending was rushed. It was incomplete. It has a lot of problems. Uh, One of them is too many plot holes. I mean, I don't understand. Shirai waited until like two chapters to warp things up, and he waited until like chapter 181, which was the last, to explain to us what happened. And what I hated about the ending is that we couldn't, explore the human world. We couldn't see, I don't know. Anyway, spoiler alert for those who who hadn't catched up with the manga. Please don't continue this video any further. So what happened during those three last few chapters of this manga? The cattle children succeeded at escaping the demon world through they reached the human world to live a happy life without being scared, without survival, without having to be scared of being eaten. So yeah, they finally reached this neverland, the land of freedom. And all the childrens were found in New York for some reason. And then Phil, one of the Gracefield children, wakes up and finds himself in New York, including other children, of course. They were all happy and all. They were partying. They were celebrating their arrival to the human world, because after all these years, this is all they've wanted. After all. Only to find out that there's one person missing. It was Emma. Emma, the main character of this manga. Everyone was shocked. Everyone was surprised that she wasn't there. Until one of them suspected that it was probably due to the promise that she implanted, because throughout I don't know, I don't remember which chapter she implemented the promise. She made a promise with the demon lord, the demon lord who I don't know, made a promise with the first Ratry clan member Julius Ratry, in order to separate the demon world from the human world. It was the same demon lord Emma interacted with. She told him that she wanted all the cattle children to be found in the human world, to be transported to the human world. He told her he can make that wish come true, but in exchange of a reward. He told her what the reward was, but it wasn't mentioned. The reward wasn't mentioned at all. It was kept a secret until the second to last chapter, I don't know. I don't really understand why the author. I mean, for real, I don't understand why the author did this at all. Like for me, it was a very, very, very bad plot twist. But oh well. Anyway, the kids met up with I think his name is Mike Rattree. He said he was the uncle of Peter Rattray, the ex head of the Rattray clan. He said that he won't cause any harm to the cattle children, that he would help them, you know, to adapt to this human world, to their laws and their lifestyle. He was gonna help them. The kids were worried, and then they started to get, you know, determined to find Emma, especially after everything she has done for them. They swore they will find her. I mean, it was very cute to me. Wanted to reward, you know, Emma by going to search for her in such a vast world like the Earth. And then suddenly, chapter 180 came out, and everything changed. Everything changed. The reward was finally mentioned. It turns out the reward was Emma losing her memory of her family. That was the reward. Uh, the Demon Lord wanted Emma to lose her memories of her family, of Gracefield, of everything, of Mama, of everyone. Anything that connects her to her family is erased. Like the picture she took with Norman was erased from the picture. The tattoo that she has in her neck was erased as well. Emma was found with no clue of her family at all. So if her family wanted to look for her, they wouldn't recognize her. I mean, they wouldn't find the slightest clue of her that connects them to her. So I thought it was a huge bummer. Like, why, Shira? Why did you have to do this to us? Why? So Emma was found in a snowy place. I don't know. At first, I suspected that she was in the other side of the globe. Maybe she was in Russia, or I don't know. She was found in a snowy place, and someone finds her. That person takes her to his place, and he asked her a few questions. What's her name? Where did she come from? Her parents? She answered with, "I don't know. I have no idea," because, like I said, she lost her memories. Surprisingly, she still has the necklace that was given to her by Musica. And then that stranger told her that she can stay in his place until she remembers, and until at least she gets a clue of her memories. But sadly, a few months had passed, and she didn't remember. One night, I think we saw her in having dreams of her family. She dreamed of all those people that she met, like Hugo, Lucas. She dreamt of Musica. Uh, and then finally, in the last panel, we saw Ray and Norman. I think I don't know. It's really sad. It was very sad to me, especially when you saw her reach her hands to her family like that. It was unfortunate that she couldn't remember them. Like she said that I don't know these people, but I have a warm feeling when I reached to them. I had this warm feeling, like it's as if she knows them. I don't know. I mean, the author loves to, you know, tease us by giving us hope, only to, you know, destroy that every inch of hope that you have. It's like that. Shirai is evil. This guy loves to see us suffer. I remember when I read this chapter, I said maybe there's a chance, maybe then, because why? Because when she woke up, uh, she immediately she immediately forgets what she just saw in her dreams, and she spoke with the old man who decided to take her in. Uh, she spoke with him. She told him that I don't even know who these people are, and yet when she looks at the necklace that Musica gave to her, she can't help but feel something. And then I thought maybe there's a chance, maybe the necklace was gonna trigger her memories back, but anyway, it was just a red herring. But we all know that deep down, we wanted her to get back her memories. I mean, I don't understand, the author's decision. I really don't really understand why the author did this at all. It was a very bad plot twist. Usually his plot twists are, a little bit better, but this one is really bad. It reminds me of the latest, plot twist we had where Isabella died for absolutely no reason. Her death was really unnecessary. I mean, why did he kill her off? It was, I don't know, question mark. I don't understand why he killed her. Especially after she helped them, she helped, Emma capture Peter Rodri. And we all know that Isabella suffered longer than our main characters. Like, she's been suffering since she was like 12. And in my opinion, I mean, she deserved to have her happy ending. I'm really baffled by that chapter. I still don't, until now, I still don't accept her death. Her death was really necessary, just to stir up necessary drama. Now Ray's left alone. She should have been kept alive. What a wasted potential. Her character was wasted just like that. It wasn't being shown until like latest chapter, I think I don't remember. I don't care either. She was absent for a very long time, only to, I don't know, to be killed instantly. It was bad, a very bad plot twist, very bad plot twist. But just because that chapter where she died is sad doesn't mean it's good writing, okay? Anyway, let's get back to chapter 180. After a few months passed, Emma gave up on trying to remember, her memories, trying to get back her memories. She thought that she would never remember her old self, so she decided to take another identity, have a new name, and maybe she was adopted by the old man. I don't know. We don't even know his name, so I don't care. Naturally, the biggest mistake the author has made is not adding an extra chapter explaining to us what happened to the other kids while they were looking for her for literally 2 years. Yup, people. They've been looking for her for at least 2 years. So Emma and the old man went to a small village. And I think it's taking place in, the beginning of spring, I guess, because when I saw the little flower, next to the houses, there's definitely a time skip, but I didn't think it was going to be a 2 years time skip. So the old man told Emma to not, go too far because they're gonna miss the train or something. She told him yes. Then she went to some sort of bridge, small bridge, and then we see Ray, Gilda, and Phil. Coincidentally, they've been looking for Emma. They were holding a map in order to look for directions or something. I mean, I feel bad for Phil. Like he's been separated from Emma only to reunite with her after 2 years, and then she disappeared again for another 2 years. I feel bad for him because he's very close to Emma, so you should blame the shitty writing of the author for that. All I can say was it was trashy and a waste of Very huge waste of potential. I've been waiting for a year and a half for nothing, literally nothing, only to get an ending that's supposed to be bittersweet or something. At this point, I don't even know if I want to watch season 2 of The Promised Neverland. Uh, anyway, everything was rushed. Yeah, I get it. We are in the last arc. I mean, we've been told that since a year ago, but yet the author didn't have enough time to do some research at least before completely ending his manga. It was so rushed. Anyway, the author had the potential to make a great ending after chapter 180. You can do a lot of things with chapter 180, but anyway. Let's go to chapter 181. So, in chapter 181, Emma's family were looking for her everywhere, and it turns out that she wasn't in existing countries, and that she was in non-existing countries. It seems like the human world has changed within the last 30 years, because apparently there was another great world war, the World War III, and it was a lot more. It was a lot more brutal compared to World War II or World War One, because it lasted for 10 years and a lot of people died. There were a lot of victims, and after that, the world decided to unite in one single country. Yes, people, there are no more borders, no more continents. It's just the world is now one big continent. And then, so the whole concept of immigrants doesn't exist because we all live in the same freaking country. I don't even know how does that work, but anyway, I don't care. It's just another shitty writing, so I don't care anymore. So Emma's family have been looking for her in existing countries, but turns out she wasn't in existing countries. She was in countries that were destroyed by World War III. So they decided to go to these non-existent countries and look for her. So basically, they wasted 2 years looking for her in existing countries. So had they known that she was in non-existent countries, the search for her would have been shorter. It would have been in a shorter period. So coincidentally, they found themselves in the same village that Emma went to do shoppings. Ray was losing hope of finding her because the village was crowded. While he was on the verge of giving up, suddenly a miracle happened. Connie's ghost. Yes, Connie's ghost made her appearance from absolutely nowhere. Not just her, but also Mama and Hugo's ghost. The three of them appeared behind Ray's back, and I was really shocked. I did not expect this at all. And what I found interesting is that Connie, Connie, the girl who was the very first victim of the Promised Neverland, appeared only in chapter 1, the very first chapter of the manga, and then she never appeared again. And now, in the very last chapter of the manga, she appeared. So I guess that says a lot of things about her character, I think. She grabbed him from his clothes and told him to look up. It means that Emma is right there. She's on the bridge. At this point, I don't even know if this is a supernatural thing or it's just another excuse for shitty writing, but anyway, it really helped him to find Emma, but surprisingly, he ran and he didn't find her because she entered another store with the old man. So when Ray reached that place, he didn't find her, and that's when he started to give up. And then another miracle happened. For some reason, Emma lost the necklace that mysterious necklace that was given to her by Musica. She lost it. She went outside the store and found her necklace on the ground. Why she grabbed the necklace, she reunited with not only Ray but the rest of the groups that because yes, the kids were divided into three different the several other groups in order to search for her. Apparently they were in the same village, but they went to look into different locations from what I understood. So yeah, bam, they reunited with her in the very same spot. I don't even know how does that even work, but I don't know. I mean, to me, it feels unreal. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it feels very unreal. It's just bad writing. It's hard to believe that it's the same person who wrote the jailbreak arc. I mean, the jailbreak arc was full of foreshadowing. It was great. It was realistic sometimes, but this one is another new low. This one is just on a whole new level of stupid. Uh, I don't even know what the author was smoking while making this chapter. It baffles me. I don't even know. It's bad writing. Bad writing. So we have Ray and Norman's team. Suddenly they found Emma, and of course Emma looks shocked because she is probably thinking that why are they looking at her? She doesn't know them. She forgot her memories. So it was quite bittersweet. Her family finally found her after 2 years of searching for her. Gilda went to hug her sister. It was not gonna lie, it was quite a touching moment. I was crying in the two last chapters. It was tear jerking. I mean, absolutely tear jerking. But at the same time, I can't help but feel like Emma doesn't. I mean, she doesn't deserve this. She doesn't deserve to lose her memories, especially after everything she has done. She didn't hurt the demons or anything to deserve this type of reward. I mean, is it wrong to hope for a great ending where the kids can finally be happy without any sacrifices or anything? I mean, no offense, that demon lord is a bastard because she did justice for both demons and the humans. She didn't sacrifice anyone. I still think she didn't deserve this at all. So this is the color page of the last chapter. Then let's okay. So here the kids were happy. You can see they finally reunited with Emma. Then the shock happened. She doesn't remember them. This is where I lost all hopes for a potential great ending. They were shocked. Look at them. They don't even know what happened. It's very sad chapter. Like it's sad. Poor Ray. But to be honest, the one who suffered the most is Norman. Look at him. Oh my god. I mean, look at him. I feel bad for him. So you can see he suffered the most. But I don't know. What I found hilarious is that they didn't even give this old man's, the one who take care of Emma, they didn't even give him a name. So I thought it was weird, but also hilarious. See, this is what I hate about this chapter. I mean, they should have added more chapters to show us what happened to every single child, to every single cattle children's. We don't have to see them like that in flashbacks or anything. We need to see them in panels. See, this is really bullshit. The kids from the mass production farms don't need help of respiratory systems and can even walk on their own. How is that even possible? How? I thought it was mentioned in the, when Norman first saw these poor kids in the respiratory systems. I thought he said that it's impossible to save them. How is it all of a sudden that they can walk on their own? How is that possible? It makes no sense. This is what I called rushed ending, rushed writing. It's bad. The series deserved, it deserved way better. It deserved way better. And then for some reason, she hasn't killed Norman. It's unbelievable. How did she even forgive him after everything he did? I mean, after he killed her father, her foster father. Oh yeah, and I forgot about this kid. Chris, the kid of Gracefield, who escaped. I think he was in coma for some reason. I forgot why he was in coma, but it's been a long time since he was in coma, I think. Anyway, I mean, in my opinion, they should have ended. Emma didn't need to sacrifice. There has to be another way to save the the cattle children without having to sacrifice yourself, because that demon lord he's a huge bastard. He's a Satan in demon form. That's what I wanted to say. See, I was placing all my hopes in this necklace that she was given to, that Musica gave it to her. It says like a lucky charm or something. So I thought it would play a major role in bringing back Emma's memories. But thanks a lot, Shirai. Thanks a lot. Thanks for destroying every inch of hope that I have for for a happy ending, because these kids, look at them. I mean, I don't know. After everything they've gone through, I don't think they deserve this. The ending broke my heart. In this, you see, in this panel, it seems like this necklace keeps Emma's feelings. Maybe she lost her memories of her family, but she still hasn't lost her feelings for them, and that's what this necklace is made for. It's I think it's supposed to keep her subconsciousness alive. So at least she wanted to stay with them. So that's all that matters to me. I was afraid, like when I read the last chapter, I was afraid that she would never reunite with them, because I think the demon lords told her that she would never see her family. I was having a panic attack when I saw that. So I thought maybe she would never meet them. Maybe there's going to be a barrier where they're going to prevent her from crossing roads with her family. And this is the last panel. Yep, you're not dreaming. This is the last panel. They told her that let's live together. Did she accept? And then this is the last panel. It doesn't seem to be like the last panel, to be honest. They should have had an epilogue to show us what happened to those kids. This is not really what I wanted. This is not the ending that I wanted. I was hoping that I would see them grown up, and I don't know, having the try to adapt to the rules of the human world. This is not what I was expecting. We got less from the human world and more about looking for Emma. The ending was empty, like it was incomplete, in my opinion. I mean, it's not too late for the author to make an epilogue, explain to us what happened to our main characters. I was hoping to see them having a job of their own, having a family of their own, where they can tell their children what they have accomplished. That they were the first cattle children to escape the demon world. I mean, this is the type of ending I was hoping for, but the author decided to leave us with. He decided to end it with a bittersweet ending. I don't understand why. I really don't understand why. Here I loves to destroy our hopes and dreams, and he succeeded. I mean, let's be honest. The manga has been going downhill since actually quite a long time since the moment that Emma and Ray found out that Norman has killed the whole royal family, and then they befriended him. That's where the manga started to lose in quality, chapter by chapter. I mean, let's talk about the clownery of Peter Rattray. Peter Rattray, that villain that's been hyped since chapter 74. That villain that we all thought was going to be the final boss that was going to outsmart our kids, turns out to be a crazy fool who committed suicide in order to escape sanctions. Like, yeah, he literally killed himself in order to escape punishment. And let's talk about the queen, Regla Velima. She also deceived me, like she died in the most stupid way possible. And guess what caused her to die? It's Musica's speech. Yup. What made her die is Musica's speech. Her powerful speech was so powerful. Musica's speech was so powerful that it melts her. It literally melts her. What I meant is that these last battles were not on the level of the Promised Neverland. Like, it doesn't feel like the Promised Neverland. Like, I understand it's a shonen manga, but come on, it was generic. It lacked strategy. It lacked deep thinking, like it used to had. Like in the Goldie Pound arc, like they used strategy to when they fought Duke Louise. It was great. It was full of mind games, strategy mixed with action. It was great. Like, it was on the image of the manga. But the last battle with the final boss was disappointing at all. At every aspect, it was disappointing. What can I say? It was a great ride. Like, I went through a lot of emotions while I was reading this manga. So thank you, The Promised Neverland. Thank you, Shirai. Even if the last few chapters were left a sore taste in my mouth, but thank you anyway. Thank you, Posca. I will miss your art. I'm going to miss this manga a lot. I'm going to miss every reading every Sunday the new chapters. Thank you anyways, and I hope I see you guys next time. So goodbye.